Hi all, welcome to this week's update. I almost forgot it was Friday again. Um, this weekend business is confusing. Sorry, I'm wiggly. Today I'm actually sitting in bed filming it today, and you are outstretched. Sorry, almost lost you on my hand because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to get up and get my tripod thingy. So this last week's update. Last Friday, as you guys saw on Tuesday, I went to the desert with a group of ladies, and we took a dune bashing tour with camel rides and a beach barbecue, and it was amazing. I totally understand why people here yeah, let's we go to the dunes every weekend, and no, I super get it. It was amazing, and it was fun being on the dunes and kind of the adrenaline and the thrill ride of it. I'm really glad we went with a tour because it's significantly dangerous to do that. People die doing it all the time. And if you don't know your vehicle very, very well and know, the properties of different types of sand, you will get stuck and or roll. So it was really good going with a group, professional drivers. It was super interesting to see. We were in I think we were in a Land Cruiser. I mean, it was 90% of the cars here are Land Cruisers, or I mean maybe not 90%, but maybe it's like 80, whatever. A huge chunk are Land Cruisers. So we're in a Land Cruiser, and watching all of the ones in our group except for one car. You saw the blue truck. He was in our group as well. They were all white Land Cruisers, and then we were watching a red Jeep and a white Land Cruiser, and some other cars doing when we were at that dune, watching the people sliding. Um, it was just interesting to see people. In order to get that good at it, you've got to really know your the machine that you're operating, and the tolerances of the engine, and how many degrees of pitch you can have before you roll. It was just super interesting to see someone that's so he's got to have a lot of physics in his head to be able to do that. And the guy we were driving with, actually drives big machinery for a living, so it was doubly good to be safe. Also rode a camel, which was super super fun. It was like a dinky little, you walk up a hill and walk back down, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I would like to ride one further. I maybe not go fast because they're doing this and this, so it's really you've got to be really loose in the saddle and not be stiff because they'll throw you off. And it was weird. There was nowhere clear to hold on to. I didn't want to hold the little hump with the little hair because that's not nice, and it's interesting. Yeah, I'd like to do it again, but definitely wouldn't. I don't understand how people race those suckers. I just no. uh, yeah, so that was good, and I met got to paired in a car with some really great women that I enjoyed spending time with, and have seen since then. Um, I had my Monday typical coffee date, which was fantastic as always, and a relaxing time to catch up with friends. And wait, there was the weekend before that. Did we even do this weekend? Oh, we ended up doing double Maltese. Because DH had some work to do. So we didn't have a lot of time. We kind of fit things in around the stuff that he had to catch up. So we ended up going. Oh, we went to Festival City one day, which is kind of one of my two favorite malls. It's massive. I need to film you guys something in there. I'm just trying to figure out like how I can express fully how big it is. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Maybe I'll just take a bunch of pictures and put together a compilation. Um, which seems to be kind of the way to go in public here, as I'm not bold enough yet to video for more than like a second. But yeah, we went to that mall one day. We were looking for something. Oh, we were on the hunt for sheets. Something I cannot find here is good, like, bougie sheets, like, high thread count. We spent all weekend looking. 400 is like where it maxes out here. And, we're bougie and fancy, and Marshall's has 850 thread count. So that's what we want. And so I'm actually sending DH to grab some while he's in Raleigh next week. It's our butts are bougie. So we went to that mall that day, and that was like a full day of walking around, which is great. Got some good exercise in, and then the next day, and I'm like on the hunt for flat, like a different pair of shoes that aren't. I wanted like ballet flats that are like comfortable, but to replace the ballet flats that I had to get rid of because they were too old. But couldn't really find any. Like, they seem to be not popular here, or maybe anymore. Maybe those little tennis shoes are really what's taken over. And I don't know. I just couldn't find anything I liked with like the right size, and my feet are too skinny, so I couldn't. Like, I tried on some really, really nice, like, little Oxford-y tennis shoe things, and they were too big on the top, and it was just, disappointing and a pain in the butt. So the search continues there. The next day we went to like a smaller mall, Landmark Mall, which is actually, I think, the first mall that I went to by myself, and kind of the first meetup that I went to was at this mall. And I remember, like, as I was like flying through it trying to find the coffee place, being like confused about where everything was, because there was they have a whole section is like blocked off, but they have a mural on the end of the wall that is like, it's a picture of being like the mall continuing. So it's really disorienting. You like get up to it and you're like, no, that's not the mall. And then on the other side you're like, oh, am I directly on the other side? It's super confusing, especially when you're just running through. So we went to that mall and it was like tiny and kind of disappointing. So I ended up hitting like a second one, Laguna Mall, which is stunning. This gorgeous. It looks like a luxury hotel in it, and it's mostly luxury stores. And ended up going to the Outback, which is my fault this time that we went to a steak restaurant, because I was needing no carbs for dinner, and I knew I could get it there. We actually watched. We got to sit outside. It's kind of like a horseshoe type area, and they've got like, I guess it's the lagoon that Laguna is named for. It's like a little, I don't know, it looks like some Vegas-y fountain thing with a bridge over it. But it's right by, I guess, I don't know if it's like a lock or like, what type of thing it is. It's like a shallow area that I guess no boats go in. And there was a guy like racing his jet ski around, and we're listening. We're like, eating dinner, like listening to this motor like whine, and we're like, what kind of car is that? Like, that there's something wrong with that engine. That's not like a car that go like a like a everyday driver cars. Is it like a Formula One track out there? They're like hyped up go-karts. Like, what is going on? Because like all that stuff is potential to happen here. And we go after dinner, and it's just the one guy is just womping it doing like a water track on his jet ski, and just for at least an hour. But go him. Looked fun. Looked like he was having a great time. So did that. That was Sunday, local Monday. Monday I had my coffee date. Tuesday I went to my like typical coffee group that's great. At a completely different mall I'd never been to. Ended up meeting some more great people. I met another American, and she was great. And I met I saw again the chick I met the last time that I really liked, and yeah, it was really really nice. I got to talk to completely different people, and for the most part, I mean, my my here bestie came too, which was good. Um, and it was really good breakfast, and we had a great time. We ended up staying till like 4:30 p.m. from like 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. So you're having such a good time. Um, then what else did I do? What is it? It was Tuesday. Oh, Wednesday I had a lazy beach day with some friends. We ended up going to this hotel. A lot of the hotels here you can pay for like a day pass to go to the beach and to the pool, if the beach if they have one, but the pool. And we paid. We got in. We went to their pool, which is like a 4'9" is as deep as it went, so it's like pretty shallow for everybody, but me. I mean, um, fairly shallow throughout, and there's like a little bridge that you swim under, and there's a little bar you can swim up to, and little cafes that are in there. We went in the beach. There's like it's like a little, it's like this kind of beach. So there's a little buoys, I guess a net that like kind of close that off. So I was like, okay, I feel a little secure. I know there's no sharks here. Um, but you know me and sharks. So I actually went in the water. A fish touched me. I lost my ever loving mind. So we go in. We were like walking along the sand, like hoping against hope there's shells because there wasn't really any. One of my friends needed shells, and we're walking, and I like see a fish. I'm like, oh, there's fish in there. She's like, what do you expect? You're in the ocean. Of course, there's a fish in there. Dummy. And I was like, it's gonna touch me. I don't want to go in the water. So she talked to me into going in the water later, and I'm standing. I'm like walking out, and it's only like it only gets like neck high, like at the very end, and there's no way I was going over there by the neck because Jaws. So I'm like walking, and we're all walking in a group. We're just chatting. We're just standing there chatting. Blah 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 blah. We kind of break apart a little bit, and a fish touched me in the leg. So, of course, I shriek like a child, jump like a mile, start screaming profanities at this fish and threatening this fish's life and its mama's life. As I'm, trying to like bolt back for the beach. They're like, no, 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 you're fine. It's not going to bite you. Stay in the water. Be a grown up. So I stayed in the water, and I just like jumped the entire time I was in the water. Just, jumped, tucked my legs up for a little bit, floated my hands, jumped, marched in place. Just so the fish would stay away from me. But I made it like 30 minutes, so I'm proud of myself there. We had little snacks on the beach. We stayed until like saw the did we see sunset? Yeah, I think we saw the sunset on the water. Well, it wasn't like on the water, it was the other direction, but it was really nice. It was a nice relaxing day. And then what did I do Thursday? I feel like I did something fun yesterday. Oh yeah, I did do something fun yesterday. Sorry, all the days kind of blend together. I went to a wine lunch yesterday. It was what they call a business lunch, and it's not necessarily aimed towards business people. They do these like it's like a fixed price lunch. It's like a certain amount of courses for whatever price, and you pick one from one category, one from the other. This was at a residence hotel. It's called Kempinski. It's like you can live there. I think you can just stay there, but instead of living there. But it's like a really nice hotel. We were on the 62nd story, which was the highest I've been in Doha, which is fantastic to see like this bird's eye view of the city and on one side and then the water and then like downtown. It was great. Um, it was at a Japanese restaurant, so I ended up having like a pretty fantastic lunch. Like five little courses, but I didn't feel overstuffed when we left. I didn't have anyone, mostly because I'm still doing low carb and trying to get into fat burning mode. Um, Next time I'll indulge, but this time like the wine is as like it's only like 10 reals cheaper than your meal, so you're paying a lot for a glass of wine there, which I will do, but I'm just trying to you know go as low carb as possible right now, so couldn't really afford the carbs. Yeah, I had that lunch. Ended up blowing my, like, I was pretty sure I was in ketosis because my mouth tasted weird. I was thirsty all day, and then I blew that at dinner. Went out with one of the women that I had just met on Tuesday and her husband, the American. Had a nice dinner here. There was a Turkish restaurant that does like a mixed grill option, and I didn't know quite what all they served, but like I'd been there for lunch with meeting a couple other people, and they're like, yeah, go get that mixed grill. That's what's really great here, and they bring out I don't even know how many things. Like they brought us out like 12 little dishes of things like baba ganoush and hummus and some sort of like really good like red pepper ball thing. I don't even know. Like I think it was mahamara, but like it wasn't a sauce. It was like a ball of mahamara. It tasted like mahamara. Um, Labna, two like a fattoush salad, a different type of salad. What else was there? Some sort of like it looked like a chicken meatball. I didn't get that because that was all the way on the other side of the table. The baba ganoush had chicken on it, or something that tasted like meat. It was odd. It was delicious. Like I ate half the plate by myself. Um, like it's just a few other just things. I should get it again and take pictures. And then they bring out this like thin board and they put like as much meat on it as it's serving. So it's like a mixed grill of kibbeh, um, or maybe it's not kibbeh if it's whatever the I don't remember if it's kibbeh. It's minced ground, like minced meat in it's like the kebab, but it's the hand formed kebab. It was delicious, whatever it is. So that little baby lamb chops, little chicken thighs, a couple of peppers and tomatoes, chunks of lamb or beef. I couldn't tell if it was mutton or beef. Um, and I want to say there's something else. Oh, it was all like on bread, and it was some of them were like wrapped in like a little bit of it wasn't a pita. It was kind of like lavash, but a little bit thinner. I don't know. It was freaking delicious. Next time we'll go and we'll order that again and I'll actually take pictures, because I know some of y'all are super interested. And then it came with like Turkish tea, which was unsweetened, thank goodness, and amazing. I mean, it's just like regular tea, but strong, and it was exactly what I wanted in my life. And sweets. That's what I blew it on because I had like a bite of each. Oh my god, there was this one thing. I don't even know what it was. It was warm. It came out. It had been in like a bunt pan. He brought it out as actually like a freebie extra, like, you know, uh, you know, I don't even know what it was. It was so good. It was like kind of almond pasty, maybe, but warm. And like he brought it out and set it down, and it had a smell of cinnamon and like maybe hazelnut. It was so good, and it was so light tasting. I could have eaten the whole thing like by myself. There was like a custardy thing that had caramelized sugar. That's like way better than creme brulee. Um, there was a little panna cotta pot that was kind of like I thought it had like a crackly sugar top, but it was cold. It was panna cotta. That was delicious. Fruit spread. I feel like there was something else that was like another pudding thing. Oh, it was really good. It was all delicious, and it was super close, and it was great to like hang out with friends. What are you doing, AE lock? What am I accidentally hitting? Crap. Sorry, I'm like trying to breaking the phone. Jeez, I'm at 20 minutes. Sorry, y'all. Apparently, it's like a tiny some sort of bug was crawling on my phone. That's disturbing. I'm sitting in bed. Anyways, so that was Thursday. Sorry. I now have a frog, and today is Friday again. DH is leaving tonight. He will be in Raleigh next week for a training class. So that jerk will be eating pulled pork every day. And I'm sure sending me pictures to tease me. But I'm sending him with a shopping list, so there. Yeah, so next week will be interesting, without him to see what I come up with to do. Hopefully I won't just sit in the house. It's like one of the, I guess it's the every other week, the light week, of things to do. Because the thing I usually go to on Wednesday is every other week. So we'll see. Oh, and this week I didn't get my like day off. Ugh, sorry. I already finished my coffee because I forgot it was Friday. Oh, now I have the hiccups. So I'm gonna go since I now have the hiccups, and that's just not pleasant to watch. Yeah, I don't have any other like news or announcements or anything on the horizon. I will talk to y'all on Tuesday, and or show y'all something on Tuesday. I don't know what yet. And I will talk to you next week. I love you guys. I hope you're all doing well and having fun back home. Yep. Bye.